Still studying, Mike?
Next job interview is very soon.
What are you focusing on this time?
The company details. What the fuck are you doing?
You see, my friend, there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who pass their ass for job interviews, and those who get a job. You study a lot.
But I want this job.
If you keep studying the fucking company details long enough, that won't necessarily give you more chances to get hired. Come on, man, think!
I just don't want to be turned down with the usual, the other profile suited the position better.
That's exactly what they told me when I last applied for a job. Remember?
Yes, and?
What they didn't know, I knew the other candidate. So when they gave me that explanation, I just laughed. The only job he ever did before was game testing.
So the lesson here is never trust the feedback. It's always full of shit.
Precisely.
What should I do then?
Compare when you were rejected with when you were hired.
I'm not sure this would help. Whenever I was happy, they rejected me. Whenever I was unsatisfied, I got the job.
You got a point. You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna call Sharon. She got a job recently, so we can ask her why she believes she was hired.
Right, let's do that.
Hi Sharon, Danny here. How about you come over for a cup of tea? Yeah, Mike gets a job interview on Monday and needs your counseling. Alright? See you in an hour then. Hey.
Hello, how are you? It's great to see you.
See you too.
Hey!
If somebody says you are cropping your fun.
Pretty much. How do you take your tea?
Oh, by now, usual.
So basically, we finally got an extension for this flat. And here we are.
We're risking a heart attack for nothing.
So, what is it you want to know?
How did you get your current job?
What do you mean by that?
What did you do to convince your company to hire you?
Well, they weren't looking for super specific expertise. I mean, any moron can do that job once they've been trained. I think they were just looking for someone who could function in that work environment.
And how did you convince them you were that someone?
Well, I believe that you need to get who your interviewers are and not what they may look like. I realised that those two were a couple of wankers, dressed like French waiters, very serious. But you could tell that they were married but frustrated and unsatisfied.
So what?
Well, I asked myself, what could these two possibly want? And my answer was male gratification. And how could I do that?
Right, how?
By convincing them that if they gave me the job, they stood a good chance of shagging me.
And how do you communicate this?
Any woman can do that.
Or in other words, understand what the person who's in front of you wants and give them that?
As always in life.
Just hope you don't get a male interviewer, Mikey.
HR people are usually ladies.
Right, what should I do then?
Become a better observer. Experience and perception. These are the things that will improve in skills and experience.
How?
Well, don't listen to what people say. Observe what they do.
Easier said than done.
It becomes much easier. It becomes automatic with practice.
We'll never win against them, Danny.
Never, ever.
It's a beautiful